Welcome to our brand new Explainer series all about artificial intelligence. Seriously, whether it's drafting your emails or literally driving cars down the highway, AI is everywhere right now. But what is it, really? I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this today. We are going to strip away the science fiction tropes, ignore the Hollywood blockbusters, and cut through all that confusing jargon to look at what AI actually is under the hood. We're keeping things completely grounded and practical because, frankly, the reality of how these systems work is way more fascinating than the myths.
Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to use a nested doll approach, starting broad and zooming in. We'll kick off with the AI umbrella, then move into machine learning explained, unlock deep learning, peek inside neural networks, and finally wrap things up with AI in the real world. Let's get started.
All right, part one, the AI umbrella.
So, what actually is artificial intelligence? Well, at its core, it's a massive field of computer science. Its ultimate goal is to create systems that can simulate human comprehension and autonomy. But the absolutely crucial part of this definition is the how. AI executes actions based on recognizing data patterns rather than relying on explicit, hard-coded programming. It's not some magic brain in a box, I promise you. It's really just a machine that has become phenomenally good at finding structures within oceans of information to simulate human understanding.
Okay, let's clear up a major misconception right off the bat, because this trips up so many people. Every single AI tool we interact with today falls under narrow AI. Think of narrow AI as an absolute world champion at one specific task. Like a facial recognition system can perfectly unlock your phone in a split second, but if you asked it to play a game of chess or write a poem, it would just stare blankly at you. It literally can't do it. On the flip side, we have general AI, or AGI. This is the sci-fi dream, a future system capable of learning any human task just by watching or reading about it. We are not there yet. What we have right now is narrow AI, and honestly, it is already incredibly powerful.
Which brings us to part two, machine learning explained.
If AI is the giant umbrella concept, machine learning, or ML, is sitting right underneath it. It is a specialized subset of AI. Basically, it's the engine. Machine learning focuses on building the actual methods that enable machines to learn from data, allowing them to improve their own performance simply through exposure to more and more information. I love this comparison because it just clicks so well. Think about traditional software like a super strict recipe. If you want a computer to bake a cake, you have to write down exact, uncompromising instructions. Add 2 eggs, mix for exactly 5 minutes, bake at 180 degrees. The computer follows that if-then logic totally blindly. Machine learning totally flips the script. Instead of giving the computer a recipe, we give it a million pictures of finished cakes and maybe a million pictures of things that are definitely not cakes. We just tell the AI, hey, figure out what makes a cake a cake. The system learns from all those examples and essentially writes its own recipe. And the crazy part? It often finds patterns a human baker would never even consider.
Now, to actually write those recipes, machine learning uses 3 distinct training styles. First, you have supervised learning. This is kind of like a student learning with a teacher, using clearly labeled flashcards, like pictures tagged cat or dog, so it learns to predict the right outcome. Then there's unsupervised learning. This is where we take away the labels completely, and the AI has to play detective to find hidden structures or clusters entirely on its own. And finally, reinforcement learning. This one is pure trial and error, where the AI navigates an environment, chasing digital rewards and avoiding penalties based on its actions.
Moving down another layer. Part 3, Deep Learning Unlocked.
Deep learning is an even more specialized slice within machine learning. This is where things get really cool. It utilizes multi-layered artificial neural network architectures that are heavily inspired by the biological wiring of our own human brains, specifically how our neurons and synapses fire. We're talking about millions of artificial neurons linked across dozens, sometimes hundreds of hidden layers, capable of processing incredibly complex, messy, unstructured data.
And since we throw all sorts of different tasks at AI, the underlying architectures have to adapt to the sensory input. Convolutional neural networks, or CNNs, are basically the eyes. They're totally optimized for images and computer vision. Recurrent neural networks, or RNNs, act a bit more like short-term memory, using feedback loops to handle sequential or time series data. And then we have transformers. This is the big one making all the headlines right now. Transformers use what are called attention mechanisms to process massive amounts of text all at once in parallel. They are the powerhouse architecture behind the large language models we see everywhere today.
Okay, let's get into the mechanical nuts and bolts. Part 4, Inside Neural Networks. Here's a fundamental question to think about. How does a computer actually know what it's looking at? I mean, to a machine, an image is literally just a massive, boring grid of numbers representing color values. So how does it translate that grid of numbers into a confident realization that it is, in fact, looking at a photograph of a dog?
Believe it or not, it all comes down to a guessing game. When an AI is first spun up, it's a total blank slate. We train it by playing a three-step game. Step 1, the forward pass. The AI takes a complete, random, wild guess. Step 2, the loss function. This calculates exactly how embarrassingly wrong that initial guess was. And finally, step 3, backpropagation. This is the magic part where the AI rewinds its internal settings, tweaking thousands of digital dials just a tiny bit so that its next guess will be slightly more accurate.
Picture holding up a flashcard of a cat. Initially, that brand new AI looks at it and goes, is it a toaster? We have to tell it, no, absolutely not. That is completely wrong. So through backpropagation, it adjusts its internal weights. The next time it sees those pointy ears and whiskers, it leans a little closer to guessing cat. It repeats this exact trial and error game not thousands but literally billions of times until it rarely ever misses.
Physically, this whole cat or toaster guessing game happens across a very structured architecture. Data from the outside world flows into the input layer. From there, it travels through the hidden layers, and this is where the heavy lifting happens, performing complex mathematical transformations to pull out patterns. Finally, all that processed data arrives at the output layer, which proudly delivers the network's final prediction or decision.
You can actually think of these hidden layers as a stack of progressive filters, kind of like a series of digital magnifying glasses. The very first layer acts as a detail finder. It's only looking for basic straight lines and sharp edges. The next layer acts as a shape combiner, taking those raw lines and recognizing things like circles or the fuzzy texture of fur. The deepest layers are the concept builders. They put all those earlier shapes together and realize, 2 eyes, a wet nose, floppy ears, that's a dog. It's an amazing, progressive filtering of data from basic lines to incredibly complex concepts.
Let's zoom back out and talk about why this matters to you. Part 5, AI in the real world. Out there in the real world, human and AI collaboration really sits on a spectrum. It usually starts with AI co-pilots. The AI provides suggestions and speeds things up, but you, the human, are firmly in the driver's seat. Moving up the chain, we have AI agents. These can complete entire multi-step tasks and operate somewhat independently, but they still need human oversight to keep them on track. And finally, we are rapidly moving toward AI coworkers, fully autonomous systems that can deeply collaborate with human teammates across incredibly complex workflows.
And honestly, the impact of this is just wild. We are seeing massive, tangible productivity boosts when humans team up with AI. Programmers aren't just working a little faster, they're completing a staggering 126% more coding projects. Business professionals are cranking out 59% more documents per hour. Customer support teams are resolving 15% more issues. This is what happens when you augment human ingenuity with a tireless machine learning engine. It's a total game changer.
There's a quote that I think perfectly nails this entire paradigm shift. The future of AI isn't humans versus machines, it's humans and machines working together. The value of human expertise is fundamentally shifting. It's no longer just about generating the raw manual output yourself, it's about directing these AI systems, interpreting their results, validating their accuracy, and making the big, strategic decisions that machines simply cannot make.
Wow, okay, we've covered a ton of ground today, from the broad AI umbrella all the way down to the mathematical guessing games happening inside a neural network. So I want to leave you with this final thought. As AI rapidly evolves from being a simple tool that follows a strict recipe into a dynamic, autonomous teammate, how will you choose to direct these intelligent systems to amplify your own human potential? Definitely something to chew on. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer, and I can't wait to see you in the next part of our beginner series.